So you're dating a single parent. And there's a lot of single parents out there. And the fact of the matter is, we want to know what your availability is. Because a lot of us are single parents. And when you're a single parent, there are two things that are great. One, you have a schedule that's set in stone. If you have an ex that's actually fucking normal and great, and the two of you co-parent together, then you have a schedule that's set in stone. That's fantastic, okay? So you know when your free time is and when your free time isn't. But a relationship needs time to grow. And if you're a person that loves to travel and go away on the weekends, and the person that you're with only has day offs during the week from their kids, then you're not going to be able to have that type of relationship that you truly want. So you have to ask yourself when you're dating a single parent, you got to ask yourself, am I going to be able to fit my romantic desires within the schedule that this person has presented me? Because that is the best way to make that decision. Because to me, single moms, single dads, they have already shown that they want a relationship. And that's the great thing about dating a single parent, is that they already know what the word commitment means. They actually got married, they actually commit. And if you ask single mothers and single fathers, a lot of them have learned a lot of their lessons from the lousy marriage that they had. So they're actually even more open to a better partnership because they understand what a partnership is all about. They actually want a partnership. They would love to have a stepdad or a stepmom in their kid's life. They would love to have that partner again. Because if they've done the work, they've learned how to love and how to grow, and they know what unconditional love is all about. So they're able to really get to that next level. So that's why a lot of people who don't date single moms and single dads, I think, make big mistakes, because you're dealing with some of the most emotionally mature people, not immature people that revolves around themselves, right? Because I know that because I didn't have a kid for 47 of my first years of my life, and I was emotionally immature. I mean, I never dated single moms because I didn't think there'd be enough time for me and her. When in reality, there'd be plenty of time. Secondly, you need to ask yourself when you're dating a single mom or a single dad, you need to ask yourself, do I want to be part of that kid's life? So it's all about sharing. Like, what are your kids all about? These are things you need to ask yourself, because if you're future pacing, which we all are in relationships, you might be that person hanging out playing fucking Monopoly with the kids on a Friday night with her. So you need to know these things, Are the kids sleeping in their own beds, or are they still co-sleeping with mom and they're 11 years old? Because let me tell you something, that's your life that you're looking at. That kid crawling into bed with you, over and over again when you and mom are cemented as a partnership. So the question you always ask single moms or single dads is the same question over and over again. Do you have the time to develop a relationship? Do you have the time to have a relationship? Do you see, what if we get into a relationship? It's like, if we get in this deep, heavy, beautiful relationship, can you see another man living with you? Can you see a woman living with you? Can you see somebody living with you and your kids? These are questions that you can ask. Because if you don't ask these questions, then you're going down the road with people that you don't really have the same viewpoints on relationships. Especially, if they say, well, I don't know, I don't think I can ever live with somebody again, and, and your goals are to live with somebody again, then why are you bothering to go down that road? To me, I always say ask the questions, because the questions you're asking show the maturity in you as a person, instead of like playing the guessing game and then all of a sudden having feelings and then all of a sudden realizing they don't have the time. They don't have the energy to expend. They're not emotionally ready for a relationship. That's another thing. How long you've been split up with your significant other. Are you ready for another emotional relationship? And, they'll answer it. The thing is about single moms and single dads is that they're very honest, because they put their kids first, and they put themselves first, because they go through this period after divorce that they're putting themselves and their kids first, so they're learning about themselves. So you actually can get into much deeper conversations with them. There's no bullshit anymore. They're not searching for the bigger, better deal. They're not searching. I think someone who's perpetually single, they're constantly searching for something. Or if they never had kids, they're searching for this and they're searching. But somebody who's already had their kids, there's an emotional maturity there. So you can have these emotional, mature conversations with them.